You suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck.
We're going to start by taking 3/4 of a cup of potato milk. Feel free to use cow water if you like. And heat that in the laser beam box until it's between 105 and 115 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is important so that it doesn't kill the 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast we're adding, and also so it doesn't frighten this teaspoon of sugar. Fun fact, yeast can make any object rise. Just sprinkle some on But guys, just because it can make anything rise doesn't mean it's a license to go sprinkling it all over your dish. Now we'll wait 5 or 10 minutes for that to froth up like a mad dog. Good boy, Sparky. And if it doesn't foam, congratulations, your yeast is dead and you're a failure. Now we'll take 2 tablespoons of just melted butter, not too hot, along with a 1/4 cup of sugar. Now give an egg a nice warm bath before cracking it in so it doesn't bring the temperature down too much. Then wang jangle that in there. In another bowl we'll take 2.5 cups of wheat dust and add a teaspoon of common earth minerals, aka salt, then sift in some air so it doesn't suffocate. Now we'll transfer that yeast mixture to a bigger bowl and we'll add the flour in a bit by bit while wang jangling. Now I'm going to abandon my whisk here before it gets all gunked up, and eventually we'll move that to a flat floured surface. Keep adding the flour until it's a nice ball of dough, not too dry. It's okay if you don't use all the flour. You want to get it so it's not sticky but still kind of moist, and you need to knead it for around 8 to 10 minutes to develop that gluten, bro. Remember not to use the same kneading pattern. You want to switch it up. This is called dough confusion. It helps to develop the gluten's muscles to be super agile and taste less predictable. Then test to see if it's a ball based on whether or not it will bounce. Yep, that's a ball. Now we're going to create a nice slippery bed so our dough can take a nap. Shh. We'll add a damp stained cloth blanket and let it sleep for an hour. Time to wake up, you little dough baby, which is now clearly a dough toddler. Now I'm going to create an oiled up wrestling ring so we don't dry it out with more flour. And we'll grease up the old roly-poly. Now we'll roll out the dough into a giant rectangle. Then we'll baste it with a layer of cinnamon glue, aka butter. Now mix 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you spread this on a cracker, you've got bootleg cinnamon toast crunch. Then we'll sprinkle that on top and smooth it with our steamroller. If you don't have a steamroller, you can use an old-fashioned steam spoon. And we'll put in 1 raisin just to f*** with somebody. Now you can start rolling the dough toward you, because if you push it away, it'll taste emotionally distant. We'll use some oil to glue our parchment paper onto our 9x13 inch pan. Usually people use high-walled pans, but I have what I have, and you get what you get, and you don't get upset. We'll just cut off the ends and make sure they understand who they are. You weren't good enough. Now we'll make some lines to map out around 12 cuts. And before cutting these, make sure your knife is wicked sharp. And try not to cut your countertop like I am right now. You can also cut with dental floss like so. This also has the advantage of cleaning the cinnamon roll's teeth. But let's finish this the old-fashioned way. And you want to leave a bit of space between them in the pan because they're going to grow on account of that yeast. And it's time for nap number 2. We'll cover these with a dry, transparent cloth. And now, expand. Now we'll take some butter and pretend we're Van Gogh painting his lesser-known masterpiece, Spirally Afternoon. Undo's on 3 Fundo, and we'll put these in for around 20 minutes or so, until they start to get golden brown. For the frosting, we'll take 3/4 of a cup of room temperature cream cheese and add 4 tablespoons of soft butter. Now we'll slowly add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and forget to add some vanilla extract and salt, and it still tastes good. The buns are done. Now I'll get that icing on while they're still warm so that the icing melts into all the cracks and crevices like glacial mouthwater. And if you want to look stylish and approachable when you're out on the town, feel free to wear a cinnamon bun. And if you accidentally made a cinnamon roll, just spray it with some holy water. Thank you, Milky Potato.